Hi, my lovelies. So, what we're going to be doing today is a cooking video, and I'm going to go through the steps of each thing that I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be making loaded sweet potatoes with chicken and beef for my handsome. I don't eat meat. I'm going to be making me a vegetarian pizza. That's what we're eating today on this lovely Friday. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going down in the entire steps from us using our seasonings all the way up to putting it in the oven and also preparing everything. I do have my oven preheating on 380. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to be using. So it's going to be this Cajun style. It's spicy, but it's not that spicy. We have black pepper. We have our Cajun Trinity. And this has like little bits and pieces of garlic in there. I'll give you the nutrition facts on the back. There's nothing on here. It's literally just onion, garlic, celery, green bell peppers, and red bell peppers. And it's so good. We have our complete seasoning that I use with everything. And if you can see, I use it a lot. My bad, y'all. These are all of the carbs and all of that good stuff. And then I use this. I do not use that isodine. I don't even know how to say it. I do not use that salt that you just sprinkle. I use pink Himalayan salt and I grind it. Say lifesaver, okay? Lifesaver. Always garlic powder. Well, it's another garlic powder, but it's supposed to be onion powder. But garlic powder and onion powder. And then I'm going to coat everything with the chicken with our handy dandy avocado oil. And here are the nutrition facts for that. Okay, so first what we're gonna do, you're gonna take avocado oil, okay, and you're just gonna just put it over there. Just put it on there. Sometimes I use butter, but right now, because I want this chicken to be a little crispier, we're just gonna use this. I did already pre-wash my hands and I've already pre-washed the meat. So what you're gonna do is you're going to, either you can take your hand or you can take some napkin and just spread this around so it can get coated evenly. Like so. Just like that. Okay. And then you are going to take your meat. And I cut it in half because it's kind of big. And I'm just going to place it on there, and then I'm going to just do it like that, okay? So what you're gonna do is I'm going to take a meat tenderizer and I'm going to just stab the shit out of it. So we're just gonna stab it so it's good and ready. And then you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna do it on the other side. Same thing, same concept. This just gets the juices flowing in the meat, and what it does is it tenderizes it so it won't be so tough. And once your meat is cut and it looks like this, we're gonna start adding our seasoning. So, onion powder, you're just gonna sprinkle, and I do not measure my seasonings. I just play it by my eyes. It usually comes out beautiful, so I think it's like a memory thing. And then we're gonna add our salt. You're just gonna add a little bit, not a lot. All right, so after you put your onion powder, you got your garlic powder, you got your salt, I'm gonna add some complete seasoning. You just add a little bit, not a lot. You don't need a lot. Just add just a little bit, because I don't want it to be too salty for him to taste. And then we're going to add our Cajun seasoning. You just add just a little bit of that too. Give it a And then, of course, your black pepper. He's home from work, and I'm trying to make his dinner. All right, so you're gonna just coat that together. I use my hands a lot because I just love, because it's the love of the food, you know. It's just the love of the food. All right, so what you did on the other side, you're gonna do on this side. All right, so you got your meat done. Now let's wash our hands. 20 seconds, please. 20 seconds. So you're going to put your chicken in the oven. It's already preheated. You should have already preheated it before you started doing all of this. And I've already preheated mine to 380. So the dinger just went off. I'm gonna put it in here for maybe about 15 minutes so it can get crispy and brown and beautiful. And we'll be back. We got the chicken in there. We're going to cut up some bell pepper and some onions. I have these two. Look how beautiful they are. They're so pretty. So I have those. I have a green and a yellow one. And I have our onion. I didn't know what it was called at first. So I'm not going to use a lot. I'm just going to use a little bit because it's just my handsome eating. It's not none of all like the whole world is eating. It's just him. So I wanted to talk about the nutrition facts that I'm doing for this meal for him. So the whole meal is 1,600 calories because he's eating chicken and he's eating beef. And because he's like the Hulk, he consumes a lot because he does a lot physically. So he needs a lot. He's diesel, so he needs nutrients. He needs nutrition. So that's what we're doing. We're incorporating nutrition and we're making it better, right? So what we're doing is, so this whole meal is 1,600 calories, and I broke it down from carbs, calories, and protein and fat. So the fat content is going to be 66 grams, only because everything that is so high is because, again, he's eating chicken and he's eating beef, so it's a higher protein content, and it's a higher it's high in everything because he's eating both meats. He's not just eating one. Now, if it was just one, the calories would have been, the deficit would have been a little bit different. But right now, he's eating 1,600 tonight, which is perfectly fine because I'm pretty sure he hasn't had anything today. So we're gonna incorporate that. So I'm just chopping up these onions. I'm not even finely chopping them up. I'm dicing them. And we're going to add this into our beef, and I'm going to add just a little bit of this to our chicken, and just put it on top of the chicken, if you will. And then we're going to cut our bell pepper in the same thing, the exact same thing that we're going to do, that we did with our onions, we're going to do with our bell peppers. Nothing fancy because it's going in one little concoction, so it's perfectly fine. I need to hold this knife correctly because this is not how you're supposed to hold a knife. All right, so you have, okay. So the fat content on here is going to be 66.5 grams. His protein intake is 156. Again, I understand that it's high, and I completely understand, but again, he is a big diesel guy, so he eats quite a bit. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. long as he's getting his nutrients the way that he's supposed to. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we have our green bell pepper. Let me cut that up a little bit. No, it's fine. We have a green bell pepper. Now we're going to cut up our yellow. And yeah. So I decided to make a sauce also. And this is going to be a Creole sauce. And I will go through everything about the Creole sauce once we get to that point. But right now we're just making the chicken and beef so that can be out the way. So you have your yellow bell peppers, your green bell peppers, and your red onions. None of these have calories in them. There's no calorie. If they do, it's like 5 per thing. So it's not a lot. This isn't a big, hearty, healthy meal. It's very, very, very light, but it's just a lot of meat. So we're gonna get our stove top ready so we can start making our hamburger meat. Let's go. Okay, so this is what it looks like whenever I put it on there. It looks really good and it smells amazing. But there we go. The leftovers, I'm gonna add into here. It's already been preheated.
I'm glad Lord Infamous got to do Where's the Bud. He did that video. Oh, you see it recorded?
It's okay. And then we're just gonna cook this down for a little bit.
Hey man, rest in peace, Lord Infamous.
And then we're gonna add our hamburger meat into it. So we're gonna let this cook. Y'all wanna see? I'll show y'all. We're gonna let that cook, okay? And we are going to put our hamburger meat in. Be back soon. Okay, so now I already added the hamburger meat into the bell peppers and onions. And we're gonna let this brown. And then we'll season the meat. I don't season the meat while it's in here because it's going to burn. So you're going to add your seasoning. I add our seasonings after the meat is brown. All right, so we have our air fryer because we're going to add our potatoes. So what potatoes that we're going to be using are these. This is what he wanted, so this is what we're going to be using. And we're going to just add them. Not that much in there. They're very, very good, and these are it's a really, really good brand. I really do like them. The potatoes come out crisp and nice, and you have those. I'm gonna add just a few more for him because I know he's starving. So I'm gonna pop this sucker in the handy dandy beautiful thing, and you're gonna turn it on and just wait. What I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm gonna shred this chicken. I'm gonna like just chop it up a little bit. You see how tender it is? Look at that. All right, if you can see, the seasoning is in there, and this is the seasonings that I used. I didn't use all of them like I did in the chicken. Garlic powder, salt, Cajun, onion powder. Simple, basic, because it's all gonna be incorporated in together, and I don't want it to be salty. So this is what we have working, and we're gonna work that in for maybe about 2 minutes. All right, let's build our meal. So we have our seasoned fries. I'm gonna add that to there like that. Oh, nice and pretty. Got your fries. Some of them burnt a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, burnt ain't never hurt. Now we have our hamburger meat, and you're just gonna put it all over here. I'm gonna just sprinkle it, right? Just sprinkle it, just like that. Oh, that looks good. And excuse the presentation if it's not for your liking. I'm sorry. And then we're going to add our chicken, and it's already been shredded. So you're just gonna take the chicken and just put it on top, just like that. Okay. Ew, look at that beautifulness. Now, you can see what the cheese is the stuff's gonna melt. So you're gonna add all of your cheese on here, like that. We're talking about loaded, loaded, loaded. All right, so we have our sauce that we're going to put on top. So you're just going to yes, look how beautiful that looks. Just incorporate that all over the place. And you have used some loaded homemade sauce. Loaded sweet potato fries. Beef and chicken at your service.